Are you trying to figure out if this is the right business for you to be in? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your real estate bestie, and today we have a question from one of our besties from Arizona. And you know what? I appreciate her for being so open and vulnerable with this question, and I guarantee you need to hear the question and how I answer it. But before we get into it, you already know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And this is one that you're probably like, just go ahead and give her a thumbs up. Like, the thumbs up is not for me, but it's for our bestie that's so honest about the challenges she's having in this business that we just want to encourage her. So give this video a thumbs up, share with your real life real estate bestie. And now let's check out the question.
Hi, I'm really disorganized. My name is Marianne Chavez. I'm from Arizona. I'm 64 and had my real estate license for 2 years. I'm wondering, was this the right career choice for me? I struggle. I don't like to claim stuff on myself, but I was told I have ADHD, so life is hard to manage. I'm not trying to make excuses. I had a husband who had a stroke about a year ago, so not gonna lie, I kind of been using him as an excuse. But really, it comes down to fear. I know the word says fear not when I'm supposed to fear, but I do. I don't know the contracts. I found you, thank God. Thank you, Jehovah, this past week. And I just want to know, am I in the wrong business? I need help.
Sweet Marianne, first of all, thank you so much for sending in this question and for being so vulnerable and honest with your real estate besties. And listen, I know that there are definitely other besties that resonate with a lot of what you said, and I want to do my best to answer your question. But before I do, Marianne, I do have to just let you know, first of all, I love you, because one thing about being in a community of real estate besties, or just a safe community, is that we don't just share things to fluff each other up, but we give each other tough love. And that's what I'm going to share with you a little bit today. So when I listened to your question, first things first, my heart absolutely went out to you, not just because of what you said and what you shared, but how you shared it. And it sounded like, friend, you already are going into this business or into what you're doing every single day feeling defeated, and that is a recipe for the opposite of success. So I just want to, first of all, again, commend you for being a part of Real Estate Bestie, because we are not only going to always be a space where you can feel supported and you can feel educated or get educated on how to grow your business, but honestly, my biggest goal is to remind you of who you are and who Christ says that you are. And last time that I checked, he said that we are all made in his image and his likeness. And yes, you may have things going on like ADHD. I'm pretty sure I struggle with that too. You know, there are different circumstances in your life that may be happening, but you even said at one point, I'm just so disorganized. Hey, a lot of people go through some of those same things. And I just want you to know that those don't necessarily have to be things that are holding you back, but you may be able to use them as a superpower. But first, you have to understand just how wonderful you are. So for me, honestly, what that has looked like, and I know this wasn't your question, but I just want to answer it. Anytime I feel a little bit less than, when I'm feeling defeated, when I'm not just really clear on, not even just in business, like just what am I here to do? That means it's time for me to really tap into who God says that I am. And that looks like spending some quiet, uninterrupted time with him, okay? And that could be prayer. I love going for walks in nature where I am just quiet and still. And I'm really asking God, okay, please help direct my path, because I don't want to be on a path that you haven't set out for me. Hey besties, I'm going to interrupt this video because if you are watching my channel, here's what I know about you. You are committed to growing and scaling your real estate business, and I'm here to help you do just that. When I was an elementary school teacher and transitioned over to real estate, I had one big goal, and that was to finally hit 6 figures. Now, at the time, it felt lofty and I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I'm here to tell you that with the right habits and determination, not only can you hit six figures, but baby, you can make multiple six figures every single year. I have a brand new free ebook to show you the exact habits that I apply in my business and my life every single day. So head on over to rosemarylewis.com/six, SIX, so that you can learn the habits that will get you to six figures and beyond in your real estate business. Now, back to the video. And that comes to the second part and what your question was. Are you in the right business? It would be so irresponsible for me to tell you or anybody else if real estate is the right business for them, because in reality, I didn't put you in the business and I can't take you out. And that is going to come from you just really searching deep within to see, is this a good fit? And are you truly doing work that you have been called to do? There is the statistic that we have all heard before, that 87% of realtors fail within the first 5 years. Now, when I hear that, I actually understand it a little bit different because of what real estate looks like from the outside looking in. Listen, you may get in it and decide or figure out this is not the absolute best fit for you. Or you may get in it and decide, okay, this is a lot harder or it looks different than I thought it would be, but I know that I'm called to this. So I'm pretty sure that part of that 87%, they didn't just fail, they just actually came to the realization that maybe this wasn't the best fit. And I'm gonna tell you, there have been so many times that even in my own career, it just felt like it was too hard. I felt like I was unqualified. I looked at all of the different quirks that God created me with, and I thought that they were actually hindrances to me building a business. But when I got quiet with God, when I got quiet and just really figured out, okay, what should I be doing? What I got in my own personal journey was, no, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And I didn't promise you that it would be easy, but I did promise you that I would equip you to do the things that I'm calling you to do. And that's what I'm going to encourage you. Just really sit down and be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about, the season that you're in. You mentioned that your husband has had some health challenges and you said, I don't want to use an excuse, but this is an excuse. Listen, sometimes you're just in a tougher season in life. I think back to a couple of years ago, when I was going through fresh losses, when my sister and my mother passed away, my capacity to do this business was nowhere near like it had been just a few months before. And it would have been unfair to me to judge myself based on my previous circumstances based on now. So I just really want you to think through your current circumstances. Do you have the capacity? Like, are you not doing the activities, or are you doing the activities and not yielding the results? Or are you literally unable to do the activities that are necessary to build a business because you are caring for your husband? Whatever it is, I just really want you to be honest with God and be honest with yourself and seek Him for direction. Let me talk to the rest of our besties, because I know that Marianne is not alone, right? I know that a lot of different times we are looking at all these different images. We are seeing everybody win in real estate, and it seems like everybody's winning, but we are losing. It is 1,000,000% okay to have an honest conversation with yourself and with God and say, you know what? I may have missed the mark here. I may have thought this is what you were calling me to do, but when I really, really sit down and take a look at, where I should be in my life right now, that is not it. But let me tell you something. There is a big group of you all that this is exactly where you're supposed to be. It's just hard. And just because you're having a hard time, that does not mean that you're supposed to quit. Maybe that means that you're supposed to get coaching. Maybe that means that you need to join a team, that you have to dig a little deeper, that you have to be honest about how you are spending your time. But it really starts off with that soul searching. And speaking of which, look, everything in this business for me, it really comes down to my habits and what am I doing? How am I showing up for this business on a daily basis? And if you are questioning, like, hey, I really think this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, this is the confirmation that I've gotten from the Lord, but I just don't really know what I should be doing and how to be consistent. Check out the ebook that I've created for you. It's 6 steps to 6 figures, but it's even more than that, right? These 6 steps, these habits, when you put them on repeat, you'll begin to gain some confidence in your business. You'll begin to gain some confidence in yourself, and you will actually start to see some traction and get deals closed. So Marianne, everybody from the Real Estate Bestie community, we are sending you the biggest hug, and I'm just encouraging you to just get quiet with yourself, get quiet with God, and just really ask, is this where I'm supposed to be? And no matter what, we will always be here to support whatever decision you come to. And listen, I just want to thank Marianne for being so honest and so transparent, because I know for sure that her question is going to help somebody else. So if you have a question, right, and you would like me to answer it on the podcast, head on over to rosemarylewis.com/ask. Ask your question, and we will do our best to answer it on the podcast. Can't wait to talk to you next time, besties. Love you.